with benefits.
Kathy!
Oh, Lady Psycho. Oh, Lady Psycho.
And you know what that means. 3 letters, 3 words. NXT, let's fucking go.
Oh, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to this week's episode of the AEW Dynamite Watch Party.
It is Friday, and you know what that means. Only one thing. It's time for Friday Night SmackDown right here on Circle Debate Network for the watch along. It's Kayla, the Queen of the South.
Yo, the GETCHO podcast crew is in the building. That's right, you got your homie Just.
Yeah. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the latest episode of Game Breaker Sports.
She bangs! Oh, baby, when she moves, she moves.
Yo.
He moves, baby. And he's back.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language.
Go fuck yourself! Go fuck yourself.
We are fucking back! We're back! Classic! We are back!
It's time! Let me talk to you!
That's right, folks. Let's fucking talk to you, baby. Because we're back. The first episode of the flagship show, 20, folks. And welcome, everybody. The Circle Debate and Chaos Chaos. And, of course, the Circle Debate podcast, episode 271. As the road to a new beginning, folks. Or it's the same shit. I mean, we don't know yet. I mean, we'll talk about it right now, folks. But you already know I am not alone, ladies and gentlemen. This is the host, Stephen C, with my 2 other hosts. Mi familia, baby. Right here, this blood, like, the ice cold right here, the injection, baby. Right, but let me introduce the woman who runs this place. I am not going to say the B word. I know Dom says it, but I am not going to say it because if I say that word, she'll literally give me this right.
Who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?
I mean, she said the word, not me, because I am not saying that to a woman. No, I am not. But I
don't think it counts if you have Brandy say it for you.
Well, exactly. Brandy said it for me, so that's fair enough. You're right. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, the host of Friday Nights and the host of the show coming this Sunday, the debut of Chaotic Chaos. Ladies and gentlemen, one and only, the boss lady for himself, the Oklahomians of the Oklahomians, Kayla!
What's up, everyone?
Yo! Kayla! What? Yes, and now I'm a fucking caterpillar from starting as of 24 hours ago.
Everybody, you need to put your wings together.
I don't know how this shit happened. It just happened because I'm Californian, so it's not like a caterpillar. So now, like, put your wings together, folks. No, you see, he started this. Now we got this story now. And watch everybody in the chat. The caterpillar OPC. Of course, my other host, folks, the man you see now, he's on the logo right there, the new logo of this flagship show. The man who, for God's sakes, why did he let this man borrow the wheelchair last night on fucking Dynamite? But no matter what, he still can't get no holes like this man right here.
I've got holes in different
area codes. Hoes.
As part of the charity event, in lieu of sending Pepsi to me, please send it to Stokely in his time of need.
Turn it off, folks.
He'll represent you, and you'll be lucky. He'll win you 1.2, maybe 3. Oh, he's a fill of fucking Pepsi. Just call 1-900-Mussolini. And for a low fee of $3.99, he will give you expert legal advice and a free can of Pepsi.
Pepsi Film, Pepsi, not responsible. See the wrong kind of Pepsi. Top Rope Wrestling, Talk, Circle, Debate are all sponsors. Ad.
Call today.
Money's on the way. Call Pepsi
today. Right now. And remember, he will fight for you.
He will. Right here. Turning it on. Pepsi Phil. What's the word of the day, Attorney Law? What is the word of the day?
The word of the day, I'm going to say it out loud, is the word of the day is bullshit. And I'm looking at you, WWE, and Hiroshi Tanahashi's retirement ceremony. The word of the day is bullshit because of what they did to Tanahashi, trying to lessen Tanahashi's retirement ceremony.
That is right. But shout out to everybody in the chat before we kick it off. Steven, what is good, Steven? Emily, what is good? Stitchy! Hey, peeps made from...
Not made of yarn.
Are we sure? That is exactly what I expect someone not made of yarn would say.
Yeah. Mr. National himself, what is going on? Happy National Bubble Bath Day. Damn. So now I'm going to take a bubble bath? Okay. So I
ain't averse to a bubble bath. What's up, Redeemer?
What's up, Justin?
The Redeemer, who is now known as he discovered he is now he is a Yorkie. The Yorkie himself, the Redeemer.
Oh, because I said he's a New Yorkian, and he said it sounds like you're calling me a Yorkshire Terrier or something.
Yeah.
Stephen already. She's Oklahomian boss lady. That is right. That's right. And Pepsi Phil about to pay for all the Stokely's medical bills.
Jeremy Coffin playing in the background in the eyes of an angel.
You need a clip of Redeemer singing that. That's what I need.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to, of course, World Elite. The Double J, the slap nuts of podcasting. What is good, Jordan? What is good? But I appreciate you all for joining us for the first kickoff of the 2026 here for the flagship show. So we're going to kick it off because like how our attorney law said, it's bullshit. And that's right. What happened, of course, was it like 96 hours ago?
Yeah.
About 96 hours ago. Wrestle Kingdom 20, a great event. I think, to be honest, this was the first pro wrestling of 2026 that kicked off great.
Yeah.
Friday Night SmackDown. So SmackDown kicked it off great first. This pay-per-view, being the first pay-per-view of 2026, kicked it off fucking amazing.
I think so.
And
honestly, for the first 3 hours of a SmackDown, I was genuinely surprised how good it was. Like it was better than I thought it would be.
That's the boss lady. She'll tell you it was like chef's kiss
it was actually really good. Like, me and Redeemer, we used to sit through those 3 hour SmackDowns, and there was so many times that we're just like, you got to be kidding me. I basically said at the beginning of the show, hey, WWE, make this a good 3 hour show debut. If you suck, we're not afraid to tell you. And our ratings were skyrocket. And, I've had some issues with him before in the past. Here recently, Chelsea Green's grown on me. And then the fact that Matt Cardona is back on SmackDown. Hashtag Dribble God. Thank you, Karrion Kross. But hashtag, there's a lot of different things that's supposed to be happening. We've been told that, and I see you up there, OPC, that you say his name, he appears as Joe Hendry is apparently supposed to come to SmackDown, which I'm excited to see what they do with him. And I saw something that Ava actually mentioned that SmackDown's possibly also getting Jordan Grace as well. So
yeah, I heard that too. I heard another rumor which I'm not entirely sure I'm happy about yet, but it might be a good call for him.
we're gonna talk about that for sure.
Yeah, so Jericho's coming back in a Rumble, but he may be going to SmackDown after that.
Oh God. Oh God. You're giving Kayla the best talents for her.
You know how I feel about that?
All I can say is at least Mercedes Moné is starting to lose them belts.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Let's fucking go.
Come on, let's see happening in Jericho.
I mean,
Redeemer, though. But man, so this is what we got for Wrestle Kingdom. So this is where Pepsi 4 got the news of the reason why Nakamura was not fucking there, because one, they didn't give him permission. Two, they booked him on. Check this out, Kayla.
That's a lie. That's a lie. They did give him permission and retracted it.
I was gonna get to it. That's where I was getting to.
I'm sorry.
You got it, Buffer. You got it. That's fine. But tell Kayla the rest. What happened there? So
what ends up happening is that they give Shinsuke his contract's about to end, and Shinsuke go, okay, fine, I'm going to go to, but I want to, and just like it's like a weird, like a little gray area before his contract ends and Tanahashi retires. So he said, before my contract ends, can I go and see Tanahashi? And they go, yes. And it's a handshake deal with IWGP and TKO. So much so that they said yes. And there was like this weird back end deal that's like, hey, since we're letting Shinsuke come in early, can we get Jeff Cobb early as well? Jeff Cobb was supposed to be coming in 6 months later than he actually did. But they were like, yeah, you can do it. And again, this is all shake hands, so there was no real written contract. And then as soon as Jeff Cobb comes in, they go back to Shinsuke and go, no, we're extending your contract because of the injury clause, and you can't do it.
Jesus.
And at that point, it was one of those things where like, excuse me, the prevailing theme was that if they let Shinsuke go, some of the guys who'd come from New Japan, like EO, like AJ, and damn near the entire MFT squad, they wanted to go back to Tanahashi as well. But they said if they let Shinsuke go, maybe we'll have a shot. But like as soon as they said that, they took Jeff Cobb early and told Shinsuke, yeah, you can't go. And the worst part of it is the reason they didn't want him to go is they wanted to do a 15-second live segment on fucking SmackDown. And something that could have been pre-recorded. They said, no, you got these 15 seconds. Because even after, like, Shinsuke was still campaigning to go back. But they said, oh, you got this 15-second promo thing you got to do. And that's why they said no. And then at that point, it was like he couldn't do anything. And the thing that makes it real terrible is if you know the history of New Japan, Shibata, Tanahashi, and Shinsuke were literally the three amigos. Yeah, three amigos. That pretty much rebuilt New Japan. And if you could get those three back in the ring, it would have been crazy. Mention the fact they brought in Naito as well, and y'all know how Naito felt about New Japan.
Oh yeah, but you saw how he was acting that day. He was just acting like whatever about it, so he didn't give a shit.
Yeah, Julie was there. The one reason EO was hurt by it was because EO, for a short time, Tanahashi was EO's mentor for a long time. Not a long time, but for a little bit, she was her mentor for I think a few months before she left for America, and he was the one encouraging her to go. And like she was her mentor, and she was like, "I need to go." And they were like, we can't let you do that. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you something right now. This is I know we get on the fans and marks about tribalism, but this is why that tribalist bullshit begins. This is where it starts. All that talk they say about we're not tribalists and all that shit, this is why it happens. Yeah. Like, because honestly, Tanahashi's retirement was bigger than all of pro wrestling.
Yes.
You're looking at a man who had damn near 3,000 matches in his entire career, and all he wanted to do was say goodbye.
Yeah.
And like someone said, and I don't like using them, but Dave Dickhead, they said it best. He had one more 5-star match in him, and he gave it to us on that very last night.
Yes, he did. I mean, I'm with you. I don't agree with piece of shit Seltzer, but I mean, he has a valid point. Unfortunately, I mean, Okada was the guy to do it. If it wasn't going to be Shinsuke, Okada was the guy, and it was still a good match. It was still a good match. I'm not hating it was bad. It was great. It was emotional, great. Seeing Tanahashi doing the Kinshasa, for tribute to Nakamura, he did that, and then seeing Konosuke Takeshita having the ribbon of what Nakamura has, and funny that Nakamura told Konosuke if he could do him that favor to honor him to wear that, and Konosuke said that on his post conference. Wow, from
a PR perspective, this is the worst PR move that WWE/TKO could have done. This just shows they're not a wrestling company; they're just a company trying to make money off wrestling.
Yeah, pretty much is what it is, honestly. And then to top it off with all of this, we saw the following day, Will Ospreay made his return. We saw him there presently the day before, and then Will Ospreay said, "I'll be back here for New Japan once I'm cleared." Already going to feud with his protege, Calvin Newman. We already see a lot of things are going to happen here in New Japan. I can tell you that Tanahashi's going to do in the future. He's already going to create a Young Lions tournament. He brought that back. He's going to start doing that. Yoda Tsuji as well now is brought back the old IWGP belt, got rid of that Eagle one.
Version 4.
So, yeah, he brought the version 4, and he said this, that the global title will be only defended if other promotions, not the championship, not the main championship.
That actually makes a lot of sense, and actually, like from a promotional standpoint, sounds great.
Absolutely.
Because if they lose, New Japan doesn't lose anything, and they get a nice bit of exposure that way. But honestly, and I know he wouldn't be, but the person who should be pissed off most is John Cena.
Yeah.
Because honestly, as retirement tours go, they basically crapped on his.
Yeah.
Like Tanahashi's was like, I'm going out, I'm doing 100 matches, and everywhere I have fought before, I'm doing matches there just to say goodbye to all the fans I talked to there. And then my last match would be where I started New Japan. For John Cena wanted a similar thing, but what TKO wanted was to turn him into like some kind of freak show attraction, where like every time he showed up, all of his matches were like, "Ooh, we got to charge you $1,600 for this one." Like other than just giving them 200 matches, saying goodbye to people, and getting people in the stadium.
Yes, and even the King of GK, the world title will be just for Japan special. It does.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but either way, I thought the retirement ceremony was great. They did a good job of honoring Tanahashi, who honestly started to get really uncomfortable with it because he was like, "This is a whole lot of hoopla. I just wanted him to do my match and go home."
Moxley, what are you doing here, Moxley? Hey, Smuxin lady.
But yeah, and honestly, the one standout for me was Kota Ibushi.
Yes.
Kota Ibushi literally is standing on one leg to go say goodbye to Tanahashi.
Man, I hope he comes back very soon, but he needs to chill out and start.
He's doing better now. He actually is going to sounds like he might be back 6 months earlier than he thought because of his rehab regimen. But
yeah,
it was a freaky accident. So.
It was a. Tell you that I'm excited for Japan. Was now under the guidance of Tanahashi. Full control now, and what the hell is he gonna do? So I'm excited. I'm just excited for Japan.
The news about that Young Lion tournament is actually not surprising if you think about how Wrestle Kingdom 20 started. Like the first 3, you correct me. The first 3 matches are all Young Lion matches.
I believe so. Even in New Year's Dash, they had one of them, 2 of them.
Yeah, they were like a couple of tag matches, some 6-man tag matches, and a singles match. They were all Young Lions, or like Young Lions were mixed into like some matches with veterans. Not to mention Aaron, what's his name, the new guy?
Aaron Wolf.
Yeah, Aaron Wolf. Thank you, Aaron Wolf.
He did a good job
with the debut.
The ladies did a good job. Kamatani.
Oh my god, that was crazy.
That was emotional for me. It was very emotional. Loved it. Siri, who was what? In NXT, what was she? Siri? What was she?
Shiri. I actually looked it up. Right? It's Shiri, yeah.
Yes. And look at her now. She's a fucking double champion. You see, Pop Skippy, what are you doing? What's going on here, pal?
I mean, shout out to Tanahashi. I mean, it's not fast, and honestly, it's a cultural thing. But Tanahashi is trying to bring more Stardom wrestlers into places like Wrestle Kingdom, and that having matches like that is probably the best call. I would have liked a second women's match of some type there, but
I would like ACM to be involved in that.
Yeah, it was a pretty stacked card anyway. But honestly, those two women came in and killed it. So it was, like I said, it was a good match. I also am disturbed by the fact that Clark Connors is dating Tekla.
Was there? Well, hey, good for Clark Connors. I'm happy. So, are these different people? The same?
If that's the case, that's a large buck of crazy that they need to fight. They need to fight Rock Hard versus Tony Storm versus Clark and Tekla, because that's going to be a ring of crazy all over the place.
So, Boss Lady, I mean, I don't know if you've seen or highlights or what you've heard of everything. Are you excited for the future for this promotion now that it's going to be fully on Tanahashi? And are you stoked to hear what's he going to do moving forward? What's the plans? How he's doing? Any thoughts on this? That you're intrigued? Are you intrigued for New Japan's future?
I mean, it's obviously the ones that know me. That's why I got real big on Okada and started and got super excited and stuff. So, and knowing like all the favorites had an opportunity to go New Japan. I did actually catch part of his match with Okada, his retirement in online, and I'm kind of excited to see what's next for him, especially for New Japan. He might be definitely trying to work with some talent and stuff, trying, coming into the promotion and stuff. So I don't, as far as maybe, retirement, like I say, it's not going to be there. So very, like Steven said, very intrigued what New Japan's got, because New Japan definitely does have a bright future. And as I know, they're working with AEW.
Yeah.
What the heck? What the heck? Everyone's disappeared. Everything just shifted this way, and I was like, what the heck? But no, as much as I know they're working with AEW, but a part of me still holding on just for like one night only. I really want to get AEW versus WWE versus New Japan just for like one night only.
Please.
Just for one night only. And but yeah, I'm very excited. They have a bright new future, and I'm excited for it. So hopefully whatever he has next coming up, like I said, I see him working with younger talent, maybe pushing out and, just giving some advice, because, he'd be pretty good at it. So obviously,
I mean, a good call. I mean, I will say this, though. It's the hot take I've made several times before. All of the things that people think Triple H is doing with WWE, Tanahashi has been doing it for at least 2 years before, when he first got announced as the head of creative. Everything they think Triple H is doing, which honestly he's hampered because of TKO rules, Tanahashi's already been doing it for at least a year and a half.
That's very true. He has been, and especially how he booked the last two G1s.
Yeah,
and then the rumor that now that even though he said Tanahashi doesn't want to work with AEW like that, he wants to focus more on the foundation of it. But there's room in your window that he's probably will add at least talents from AEW to be in the G1.
Well, no, I
don't know if it's going to happen.
But I think you said it best a long time ago. You said it yourself. Tanahashi has no problem banking out to other wrestling companies, but he's focusing more on Japanese companies, focusing on New Japan, promoting New Japan stuff, Noah, DDT, the stuff with All In coming up soon, the stuff with DDT, Noah, even the freckle face one, Dragon Gate. Yeah, he really is trying to make Japan for Japanese wrestling.
Yeah, he wants to make All In together a big event.
Yeah.
So I hope it does happen, and working with Tokyo Joshi Pro, with Dragon Gate, Noah, DDT, and All Japan, and they're able to do something
I mean,
again. So I mean,
they already have a loose affiliation and contract with each other. They are used to sharing stuff already. So a super card with those branches isn't a big deal. I don't feel anyway, but maybe stuff changed. But I think they've done stuff together before. Like we have seen talent bounce between promotions before. I mean, it was like early 90s, but shit, I don't know.
I mean, who knows, King Hueco? We might get even probably Sonata, because Sonata even on DoorDash came out with a guitar saying a goodbye on the guitar, like, you know, the little electric thing will say goodbye. It was like, you know, the ones that you see under like a little sign, whatever, will say something. He brought a guitar and then say goodbye. I don't know if he's leaving or is it Evo leaving. I know Evo might be leaving, but I don't know about Sonata too. I don't know. That's true.
Here's a question for you and Kayla. I'm curious about. At the end of it, you think Shinsuke stays?
I'll say leave. I don't know. What you think? You think Shinsuke should stay or should he go?
Truthfully, I honestly think Shinsuke, if he gets the opportunity to leave, I think he should leave. And I'm not saying I absolutely love having Nakamura, you know, in WWE. I just felt like back when him and Asuka won the Royal Rumble, I feel like Shinsuke, that should have been Shinsuke's moment. He should have been the one that, because he put on one hell of a, not just one, but a couple hell of a banger matches with AJ Styles, proving that he deserved to be WWE World Champion. And they didn't want to give it because, of course, at the time, that's when, you know, they're saying, hey, if you can't really speak English, we don't want you to cut a promo kind of stuff. And he was just learning Japanese. And I think that's what hurt him. Look at Asuka. Asuka went to WrestleMania and she lost to Charlotte. Charlotte broke the streak. And, you know, she's been world champion since that because once we started learning. But like I said, I just feel like Nakamura was never given an opportunity just because he was learning, you know, still trying to learn English and stuff like that. And I dampened him. Yes, he became, you know, U.S. champion. He became IC champion. I want to say he was tag team champions, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
He's tag team, and then down in NXT, he was NXT champion. So, I mean, you've given him chance, but I felt like, you know, him not getting that momentum because of the men they had Nakamura lose to Jinder Mahal. They killed him on the main. Yeah. And I just felt like he should have been world champion. But like I said, it was, you know, Vince McMahon that sat there and says, if you cannot speak really good English, you do not deserve to be on the top. Now it don't seem to freaking matter, but, you know, not saying anything bad about anybody. Because everybody that's had an opportunity, you know, since then, like Io, she's really good with her English. You know, Nakamura has gotten better. Asuka, I don't know about Asuka half the time. That's all I hear out of her sometimes. But
don't forget Kyrie.
Yeah, that's it. That's probably the only thing in English we understand half the time from her, or because it's always baka 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 baka. Okay, we get you. But
you gotta admit though, it does work for her though.
It does.
It does work for her though. It does work.
Speaking of her, I a little funny side story. I was sitting there. I found the clip the other day on X where she was sitting there. It was EO, and she was going baka 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 baka, and EO just goes, "Bitch." But no, if he gets the opportunity, if he stays with WWE, hope WWE does him a whole lot better than what they have been, because he does deserve the best. Steven's laughing at me. But you know, he does deserve the best. But you know, if he gets the opportunity where to leave WWE, I wouldn't be hurt. I really wouldn't. I feel like he still has a lot of many years in him, and that he should actually finish and do what he wants to do on his terms. And if that's going back to New Japan, do it. And a lot of people will probably say, you know, I want him in AEW. Honestly, I don't even want him in AEW.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone always says AEW. I don't want him there because I feel like he wouldn't be able to be himself. Like, you know, a lot of people say, well, they leave WWE and go to AEW, be themselves. Well, honestly, there's only one person that's left WWE that's going to AEW too, that really wasn't happy with their character in WWE, that's actually been able to bring out the real person in them. And he's currently the AEW Continental Champion and leader of a faction that we all wish would just disband already, because it's like, what the heck is the point of it? But at this point, well, you got many characters on Don Callis' side. Death Riders just needs to start adding people on their side. So whatever. But
at this point, I must admit, I too am one of Don Callis' family. So goodbye.
I mean, how many more people can you add to this group? When they add,
oh man, Andrade showed up. Went, God damn, him too.
Because I was like, I worked last night to close, so I came home and fixed some coffee or whatever, order some food, and I was sitting there. I was sitting there watching Dynamite, and I was like, I think somebody, I don't know if it was Redeemer or somebody, or might have been Dango that texted me. He says that Jake something or whatever. He's like, Jake Doyle or whatever. And I show him, next thing you know, and I was like, shit, come on. And then someone posted on Echo says, what is this? Within the last 3 or 4 months, this is how Andrade, someone says Andrade, how did they describe? I cannot remember the word they describe. It says Andrade is flustered with his wrestling career. He goes WWE, AEW, WWE, AEW, gets suspended, AEW. It's like a little timeline. It was like he got flustered with his, but
Don Callis.
Yeah, I know, Steven. He does. He's like literally have 15 people in his thing because he's got Andrade, he's got Jake something now, he's got Trent Beretta, Rocky Romano's in there, he's got Fletcher, he's got Okada, he's got Takesha, he's got too many people I can't name.
He got too many. And shout out to Juggalo was going, whoop, whoop, what's going on? Shout out to JCW, of course. But you brought it up. Might as well just bring up that next topic then. All together combined, we got the free agencies happening. We got the call-ups. The fuck happened on Raw? So let's start with the Raw, and then with the call-ups, and then we'll do free agency. So you saw what happened on Raw. Worst fucking Raw ever. I'm sorry, it was disappointing. I mean, besides the women winning the tag team belts, but now fucking hearing rumors to windows that they might not hold it till Mania. They might lose it before Mania. So the plan is not to have it.
You mean the disrespectful way they signed Javon Evans?
And then that too, because they signed during a commercial break and not on fucking live, fucking Netflix, like not on television, no. And we saw that Braun Breaker didn't win the championship. We didn't see that.
I was actually okay with that.
So, and then we got Tuesday, where we got Obafemi kissing the belt and leaving it there in a flag.
I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know what that was.
That's goodbye. That is goodbye. He's going to the main roster.
But that is not done in wrestling before.
Oscar did it before, though. Oscar did it. I don't know. Oscar did it differently, but I get what you mean, though. I'm not saying you're wrong.
She did it because she got called up as an undefeated champion.
Yes.
That was the difference. Like, Obafemi just took the belt and said, I won, I'm out.
Right.
So, I mean, let's talk about WWE briefly before we go on to. You see what I put right on top of you, boss lady? Your favorite up right there. You can see very closely. Look on top of you. Who's there on the ground? So we'll get into that, but let's get into WWE with the Raw and then the call-ups, because now we got Jordan Grace is definitely going to SmackDown. Trick Williams is already going to be officially signed SmackDown. Now we already have Javon on Raw. That means that the ruler, I think, will be going to Raw. I don't think he's going to SmackDown. And there's one more person here that is on below that I forgot. I didn't add her to it, but Blake Monroe, she might be called up to the main roster. Those are like the top ones that are really ones that are being called up. I know a lot of people in the IWC are like, what the fuck? Why not Ethan Page? Why not JC Jane? I mean, JC Jane was rumored. We don't know. They're still considering it. Lola Vice may be considering too. But for right now, what we are knowing officially is those names that I just mentioned that are going to be in the main roster.
Hold on, there you go, Pepsi Phil. He's got Andrade, Okada, Takesha, Trent, Rocky, Mark Davis, El Colon, Lance Archer, Brian Cage, Horencio, Jake Something, Josh Alexander, Kyle Fletcher, and Wardlow.
Let's
go ahead and take the whole fucking roster while we're at it.
For the roster,
so I will say, I do, like I said, it's an interesting call-up list.
Okay.
Some of it I agree with. I think Black Monroe should go up. She's actually much better. I do agree that Ethan Page should stay down, only because NXT needs a shit starter.
He would definitely be the one to do it.
If you want a good shit starter for a good storyline, it's Ethan Page, and those kids do not have it. He's a relatively oldest one there, and his experience makes him a great foil for anybody who they want to build a storyline with.
Okay.
So I think it's one of those things where it's like he's so good at what he does. It's like, can you stay here a little longer for us, please? Okay. That's the only, because honestly, I think he'd be great on SmackDown, honestly. But I think NXT, like, we want to keep him because he's a great shit starter.
Where will you put Blake Monroe though?
Blake Monroe's a Raw person. She's a Raw.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. She's like, the real question is, Jordan Grace is probably going to SmackDown, and I'm trying to see.
No, it's confirmed. She's going to SmackDown.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
Confirmed. But there's even a picture of Julia with Jordan Grace on her Instagram in Berlin, so she's there. She's going to be appearing tomorrow on SmackDown.
I guess my question is like, who is there for Jordan Grace though?
Besides the U.S. belt, I mean, Jade Cargill. I mean, that would be a great challenge. That'd be something. Bianca Belair. Once she gets
but the problem is you can't start her off with Jade Cargill because if she loses,
Chelsea Green. That's probably she's the best one. Chelsea Green. But my problem is like they're always going to go push her towards Jade Cargill. But the problem is like if she loses against Jade Cargill, her momentum's shut down, and she's fighting for the Speed Championship. Think about this. I mean, her momentum already shut down when how many times she fucking went for the title for the NXT Women's and never won it, and now it's already going up there.
But she was still being called up to the NXT Raw, like she was still being called as an NXT champion though. She still had a run. Like I don't know if SmackDown was going to be that forgiving for her. Because I definitely think she could have a good time with Chelsea Green, but after that, if they want her to go for a main championship against Jade, there may be a Bianca element to it that may come into play. But Bianca's on Raw last I checked.
No, she's on SmackDown.
Oh, she is? Okay.
Okay, yeah, she's on SmackDown. So this could be something for Jordan to. She'll have some work, but they need to do more calling for SmackDown. If they got to bring a lot more women. They need to with 3 hours now. They need to start adding women into the card. They need to do that, and they have not. That is a problem. And so we're seeing that. But Blake Monroe, I agree with you. We're thinking she'll fit well Raw. But I think I would like to see her and Becky Lynch having a great storyline. I don't know if you feel the same.
I think it would be too.
And then, but so you're okay with Braun Breaker losing to CM Punk?
Yeah, the reason being is that it's not that I think it's too early for him, but I think it's a better story. Like the Netflix show is great, but I think it's a better story if he loses it or if he wins at like say the Rumble or SummerSlam or WrestleMania. I think it's going to be much greater when he does it that way.
Okay. So King Web was saying that Blake Norman was not happy with referee Bosch. That's just TKO was trying to make it up for her to getting called up to the main roster.
I believe that, but I don't think TKO gives a fuck about her opinion, so I don't know if that's the reason they're calling her up.
And Brandon's saying that I'm waiting for Ethan and Matt Cardona feud. I think we're all waiting for that feud. And then Redeemer's saying, put Blake on SmackDown along with any other women call-up. SmackDown needs the women's division to be revamped. Raw has about absolute stacked women's division. Doesn't need anyone.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. And I hear Vito's getting back in the ring tonight. Okay. Sounds perfect. Logan, what's going on? Speaking of Logan Paul is full-time as well. He announced that also. Hello, I want Mariah May to join SmackDown and form a faction with Julia. Oh, I like that.
I'm sorry, what did you say about Logan Paul? I was having a bowel movement. What was that?
Yeah, I know. Nobody cares about Logan Paul, I'll tell you that.
Other than apparently he signed a full-time contract and he basically just said fuck off for anybody that says he's a part-timer.
Yep, he did say that.
It's like,
all due respect, the way I saw his brother get the shit slapped out of him, I go full time in wrestling too.
Exactly, because you know he
I
lost
would,
the
buy a
last
meet,
time.
I would buy a meet and greet just to go smack Logan Paul in the face.
Apparently, that family ain't got no chin.
Yeah, he even told him fuck Owen Wilson's knockoff.
Heck, I like Owen Wilson. I mean, I'd rather have
Owen Wilson don't need to be catching no L's.
Exactly.
D-Man saying, I'm calling it right now. Braun Breaker's winning the men's Money in the Bank this year. Maybe
Yeah,
so.
I think so. Maybe so. Yeah, I think that right there would be like, that's a hell of a mountain to climb to get to him.
Mm-hmm. And open up a cold one. Oh, cheers to you. I'm actually doing non-alcoholic Heineken beer because I'm doing my 30 days. So I gotta stick to that. So I'm keeping my promise. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm glad Logan Paul has been consistently showing up more. What? I gotta hit the clip for Redeemer. He said that? I gotta hit this clip.
What did he say?
What did he say? That's a shocker to me for you to say that, Redeemer. But okay. But talk about it. Talk about what happened, the call-ups, what are your expectations, and what were your thoughts?
Who, me? I'm sorry, I thought that was for Kelly.
Boss lady.
Oh, okay. You know, honestly, as far as when it comes like to Blake Monroe, like Redeemer said, Monday Night Raw really does not need any more females. I think she honestly should go to SmackDown. I'm actually going to agree with Pepsi Phil when he said Ethan Page just needs to sit down at NXT for a little bit longer and just start some shit up. Because I mean, every time I turn around, he's stirring shit up. Like, what was that? Miles Bourne, poor Miles Bourne got shit stirred up and had nothing to do with his ass. He's just like, bro, what did I do to you, man? And then the fact that Miles Bourne, exactly, Miles Bourne turned around and just beat the shit out of him. Like, it's just like, okay, but. So yeah, I think he needs. Do I eventually want to see him on the main roster? Yes, but right now I kind of want to see him stick down and start some shit up. Definitely. I know he has not been mentioned in the call-ups yet, but eventually I do want to see him on the main roster, just because his bestie is on SmackDown. That's Ricky Saints. But I think he needs to kind of just stay down at NXT a little bit longer and continue to build himself. I mean, he has definitely proven what he's well known for and deserve since he's came to NXT. Definitely seeing a side of him that you never saw in AEW. The fact, as far as Jordan Grace going, I'm pretty excited. I do not want to see her going towards the world title just yet because, like Pepsi Phil also stated, you got Jade Cargill. It's Jade Cargill, the world title. And from my understanding, depending when she does return, there is speculations that speculated that Bianca Belair will return at the Royal Rumble and possibly win it, and it's going to end up being her and Jade at WrestleMania. So I can at least see Jade holding the WrestleMania if she loses it at WrestleMania. But if not, I see Bianca maybe getting it back by SummerSlam. But Jade's pretty much staying where Jade is because look how long it took her to get there. Yeah. So Jordan, if you want to bring Jordan up, get her used to the main roster. Maybe don't push her towards the world title. Have her run some matches of Jade. See if she can actually keep up with Jade. I know she's been helping out a lot of people in the main roster. Let her do some things with Charlotte. Let her do something with Lexi. Kind of get used to the situation. If you feel like she needs a title match, have her go after the U.S. title or something, or Chelsea Green, somebody that's be able to work with her and improve with her and say, hey, this is what you need to do on the main roster. So, just get her used to it. Cause I've known several people, I'm not going to call them that on here, that they thought they were main event ready, get to the main event, had 2 or 3 matches. Guess what? Fell flat on their face. You know what? Actually, I will mention them. Actually, one of them is still in WWE. Everyone else is either between TNA, running the indies, are not doing anything wrestling. And I'll give you one example. Faction, Sanity.
Oh,
They dominated NXT. They were the tag team champions. They ran circles around that. You had Nikki going around saying Regal's going around, nobody knows what Nikki knows. Nothing. You know, it was like she had the storyline, get there, Sanities just started falling apart. Luckily, when it came to that shuffling of, you know, dismembering them and, you know, get them away, Nikki was actually able to stay. I don't know, honestly, what was his character's name? Nikki's married to him.
I know, I forgot his fucking. I know what you're talking about. What the hell's his name?
Not Alexandra Wolf. What was his name? Killian Dane.
There you go, Killian Dane.
The only thing I know he's kind of running indies and doing stuff around is because Nikki posts on Twitter and stuff because they're husband and wife, and you know a little bit what's going on. Eric Young's running over in TNA. I don't know what Alexandra Wolf's doing, but
that was a question. You're right about that. What the fuck happened to him?
I'm gonna have to Google his butt here.
I know.
Just figure out what the heck happened to him. Like, trying to figure out. Like, I know you're not running the indies, at least I don't think. I don't think you're lost in the shuffle over on new AEW, at least I don't think. But like, but there is so like I said, Blake Monroe needs to go to SmackDown. Same with her. She's I wasn't fond of her when she was at AEW, but she come to NXT. It's kind of like, okay, I kind of like what you're doing. So I'm kind of, same way with her, push her towards the United States title, but I think she honestly does need to go on SmackDown. She does not need to go to Monday Night Raw. Like Redeemer said, Monday Night Raw has a female. SmackDown kind of needs that little bit leadway. Wolf
There's our answer
on the indies. Okay. So he is running the indies. Okay. Thank you.
OGK.
Thank you, OGK. I appreciate that. But I don't look what happened to Charlotte. She got in main belt in return. Well, she returned. She won the Rumble, didn't win the world title, but she's in a tag title. And I'm going to be honest with you. Now that she's been teaming with Lexi and she's won the tag titles, people saying this is actually Charlotte saying this is the best time and enjoyment she's had in a long time for SmackDown. Yes, does she eventually want, to become World Women's Champion again? Yes, definitely. Lexi does too. But the fact that, Charlotte's in a spot right now, she feels like the spotlight's on her, but not on her, if that makes sense. Kind of just feel like she needs to take a break, give other people opportunities. And she did kind of say that she eventually does want to be the one to maybe possibly beat the crap out. Yeah, we figured out Killian Dane. I couldn't think what his name was. He's going by Demo Mako or something now. I think.
Something like that. Demo Mako. Yeah,
what his name Insanity was. But it was just, it's just that everything, like I said, anybody gets caught up, like I said, we've stated Jordan Grace, we've got Trick Williams over there, we're going to get Joe Henry. We got Matt Cardona, different things. Virgin Star is actually enjoyable to watch simply because it's not WWE trying to cram the crate. Yeah, it's kind of more of a relaxed Charlotte. So with that, this is probably how Redeemer's going to feel because he's liking Lexi or he's liking Charlotte. And when they do make that turn, he's just probably going to be like, it's gonna be like, all right, I gotta go back to hating this chick because she's back on top, kind of thing. But no, like I said, there's a lot of talent, as far as Blake, and she needs to go to SmackDown. Jordan was confirmed SmackDown. Stay there. Like I said, work with them. See if they're comfortable for NXT. If you want to call Jordan up, that's great. Same with Blake. Like Japanese Women's Wrestling Movement said, Julia versus Jordan Grace. If they're coming to the main roster, I hope they treat them better than what they've done Julia. Because is it the fact Julia getting the title off of Chelsea Green for the second time just irks me because it's like, what the hell did she do with that title after she took it off of Zelina until Chelsea took it off again? And it's just that was like the moment of SmackDown. I was just like, why? But like I said, I'm going to say this to anybody, Obafemi, if he goes to Monday Night Raw, great. Use him well. Don't destroy him. You know, Joe Hendry, don't destroy him. Although we'll probably see quite a few sequence matches just between him and the Miz, probably. Because I mean, he did incite Miz's tiny balls, so I mean, so we're probably will see a lot of few runs in with him and the Miz for a while. Oh, don't be surprised how quick I'll flip when they move on from the pairing with Alexa. I know.
I know I'm surprised either. He'll flip shit.
Redeemer might just get booted off of SmackDown on SmackDown Live. Hey, listen here. You're going to insult my Charlotte. Get off. I'm just kidding. But no, there is so many, you know, for this. And like I said, all these call-ups, take good care of them. Because like I said, other than Sanity, there's a few more out there that's came to the main roster that has literally just flopped. And then all of a sudden it says, all members of Sanity have been released. And you're like, what happened? You know, kind of thing. It's like they forget. And I will tell you another one. Yes, they came to the main roster. They won the tag titles a couple times. They joined a few factions, only to get released, to come back and join with one of the two greatest, with their greatest manager, only to get released again with their manager, and that's AOP. It's like they lost hope with them the second time around. Like, I don't understand. What was the whole point of that? And it's just, I don't understand what goes up here in TKO, you know, his brain. And if anybody in TKO listens to us, I know you do, or anybody in WWE that does creative, I'm just going to be honest with you. Y'all kind of suck when it comes to your storylines. And you see this group right here on Circle Debate, these three right here, Redeemer, Notorious Dom, TK, like he's holding up, give us the pin. Because I'm going to tell you, Monday Night Raw will probably rate 5 out of 5. NXT, 5 out of 5. AEW, 5 out of 5. Pay-per-views, 10 out of 10. SmackDown, 5 out of 5. And I will tell you this before I end it. Circle Debate here. We don't care to tell you how it is. If you fucking suck, we're going to fucking tell you. So get your shit together.
Yeah.
Mic drop. There we go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's fucking go.
Baby, let's fucking go. Talk about it, baby.
Talk about it.
That's right. Oh, yeah.
I mean, dang.
Yeah, there you go. That's a straight mic drop right there.
I mean, Bakley says, Pete, preach.
Absolutely. Preach, baby. Preach. TKO is a killer. We know that is for sure. That's for sure. That is for sure. She should demon. Women call it Raw. Their women's division is stacked compared to SmackDown. And another name that I forgot to mention, were called up and they didn't really do shit. That is Fraxium. The fuck are they doing with them?
Yeah, like I don't even know. That's another one. There for a while. And you know, Fraxium is another one. And I'll tell you another one. They just came up from TNA, Motor City Machine Guns. They literally went straight into the tag title shot, only to hold it for what? Maybe a month or two. Not even that. I don't even know how long they had it, but it felt like not very long.
Yeah.
Only to lose them. Now what are you doing?
Exactly. What the fuck? They're not main event, right? They're on main event, I guess.
They're slowly showing up in main event. And I'll tell you another group. What are they doing? Where the heck is the Street Profits?
I don't exactly. What the fuck? What happened with that story with Tim and the White 6 Ninjas? Like dropped it apparently, and then nothing.
World Tag Team Catering Champs. I mean,
they should make a belt.
It's just don't. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'll take another one. Street Profits vanished. Yeah, literally, King. They vanished. And I don't know where's the War Raiders is another thing. I don't know. And it's like, you want to bring in the Creeds. Well, the Creeds were banging on some trash cans on Monday Night Raw. I do remember that. They were in the background of somebody's promo. Somebody was walking stage and they were back there doing this. I don't know what the heck they were doing. But I'm just saying there's so much. Remember when we all used to say that Fraxium was blackmailing Sean because of how long their long title? I still believe they did. And now we barely see them on TV because they're out of Sean's hands. And Sean probably does. Yeah, you can't blackmail me no more.
No.
Here's two things that we got to think about as well. And this is about them screwing up call-ups. Was who's a DIY How do you say his last name? I'm drawing a blank.
You talking about Gargano or Ciampa?
Ciampa is leaving. And there's rumors Montez Ford wants to leave as well because they've been promising him they've been promising him a singles run for over a year, and they will not break up the Street Profits.
They didn't promise him that, did they? I forgot about that shit too. You're right. They haven't done it. I mean, there is a way they could do it. Do it fucking now. Have him versus Carmelo for the U.S. Championship.
It's not even that. It's like whenever they need someone to do basically be Superman in a singles match or a tournament, they'll bring in Montez, but they will not let him run by himself.
I don't understand that, man. Teams they have and they have potential. They don't do fucking shit with it. It's upsetting, and it's like I know Redeemer's saying that the creator waiting for Gable to come back, which he's looking in shape. I've been seeing his workouts. Man, that guy he is fit to come back. I'm excited to see Gable.
Weirdly enough, I'm worried about Chad Gable.
I'm not worried about him, to be honest, because this could be for me. This is where if I were fucking Skippy, take that pen and put that man up to the main fucking.
I mean, we all agree that's the best call. But would they actually do it?
That's what
I'm telling you right now, Chad Gable, or even as El Idolo, not El Idolo, but I'm like El Americano, or himself, is already over. And my question is, will they capitalize on it, or will they screw him over like they have done other talent who end up leaving?
I mean, it's
and I'm saying that, like, look at LA Knight. LA Knight got himself over. Why has that man not had a real run at a championship?
That's the problem, because they put themselves over and not to their way, not their type of like, no pun intended, from the system style WWE. Oh, we're the ones that myself. Like, motherfucker, you're contradicting yourself. You said, we'll book you right. They're doing that. Look what happened to our boy, Killer. Well, he put himself over, and look at him now. You know, he's fucking killing it in the Indies. He's going to be the one taking over Cardona's place, pretty much being the indie god. And guess what's going to happen? The phone call. You want to come the third time and play the game with us? Like, I would. Fuck no. Third time's a luck of charm. No, I'm not taking that luck.
Yeah, I agree.
It is. They could have done that. And that's the problem that this TKO has, that are not allowing, and Skippy being a biatch for not to fucking hold his cojones up and be like, no, do it the way I need to do it and not your way. They're not allowing him. I know people are blaming him fully. You got to understand, it's like when you work at a fucking job, it's anywhere. You're put against the wall, and you would like to do a better decisions for the company itself. Since this is a public traded company that only worries about money, not worry about the product, and not the quantity, not the quality of the product. So they just worry about that quantity, not quality. But I'm painfully Skippy on this one. I could blame him 50% of it, but the other, I'll say 60. I would give really more to TKO because they're the one in control. Nick Khan, Mike Shapiro, Emmanuel, those are motherfuckers that they're like, no, we don't like this one. You gotta do it that way. Like, no, shit. And that's where he needs to put his foot down and do something. Dana White did it before for UFC when they had to fuck up his shit, and he put down and to regain again the momentum for UFC. Skippy needs to do the same shit, but he doesn't have the cojones to do it. But unless he has a plan that, you know what, I'm out. Unless he just says, you know what, here is my pen, I'm out of here. And he just leaves with his fucking pocket money. We don't know that. None of us know that, if that's his plan. Or the opposite is TKO probably they're purposely doing this to him get tired, or they're going to find some kind of excuse to fire him. We don't know. There's a lot of conspiracies here that we don't know what's the plan for TKO this year, 2026. We don't know. And I wish I knew the answers. But the way how it's looking, I have no. I'm just curious to see what are they gonna do with these call-ups now. What shakeup are we gonna get? Who's gonna go where? Which we already know by far here. If there's more coming, is people gonna be demoted to NXT? That's where I question a lot of things because I'm curious to know where's this gonna go. Because the season of Mania should start now. Because tell me if I'm wrong. And I want to ask you both: are you guys excited for Mania? Because I'm not really excited, to be honest with you. Not even for Rumble, to be honest with you. Are you excited, Boss Lady? Are you excited?
Honestly, I'm not because, I saw something on Twitter. They're apparently building a brand new stadium in Saudi, and it's not even halfway done yet. And it's like they're saying they're going quicker than what they're supposed to, but just to hold Royal Rumble, they're building a brand new stadium just to hold it. And I saw a picture, and it's not even complete yet.
Wow. I can't believe that. Oh, my God. It's not even like, wow.
They said, oh, it's going up rather quick. And I'm looking at that. Okay, if this is a stadium that you're going to expect to hold Royal Rumble, you're holding Royal Rumble. Okay, 4 biggest pay-per-views in WWE: Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series in that stadium. And you want to hold a WrestleMania? If that's what you're going to have your WrestleMania in, they're not going to make it in Saudi. Because it really does not look all that big. I'm trying to see if I can find it again.
Okay.
But I looked at that. I told Mom and Chaos, I said, this stadium that's supposed to be in for the Royal Rumble in Saudi is not even done yet. They're literally building a brand new stadium so they can host Royal Rumble. And Royal Rumble is literally in 1, 2, 3 weeks away. Not even that. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Be Sunday so literally 2 weeks from Sunday almost. And you're building a brand new stadium.
That's fucking bullshit. Damn, they're not gonna finish on time.
There's no, like I said, there's no freaking way. And even if they do, you're not going to be able to accommodate. How many tickets are you planning on selling? Because if they're just, also you think about it, are they just saying that people from Saudi is going to go? If you're true people that wants to go, they're going to make a way to go to Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they fucked it up. They straight up fucked it up. I don't know what's the idea. If they had that plan already, they should have been started building the fucking stadium already since like last year already. It's 3 more weeks. Are they gonna make it? I don't think so.
I'm trying to find it and show you. It's.
Let's see. Redeemer saying night got over organically. WWE is just hypocrites because they tell you to go out there and get yourself over, but then when you do, you become public enemy number 1 because they didn't do it. Exactly. TKO is doing it for The Rock. Oh, hell no. Doc, what is good? Unfortunately, it's not a Ring of Honor watch party. Jude, what is going on? Good evening. What's up, Doc? That's right. And hopefully you're okay with your patience this evening. I don't trust TKO no matter what. Neither do I. You think I trust TKO? I don't trust TKO. Get carried in your thoughts. Let's see. Yep, there's no soul anymore. Exactly. There isn't. Optimistic for Rumble Mania. Yep, everybody's feeling the same. I'm not excited for Mania and Rumble. Exactly. Doesn't look good. Exactly. Mania 43 in Saudi. That's the agenda, what they want to do. It's going to be a big mess. I think it is going to be a big mess. It's not their expectations this year for this season. Mania is not what they're unless I don't want to say this, but I don't know if this could be true. Unless this could be their excuse of saying, you know what, Saudi, buy it. Huh? Yeah, unless they use an excuse, say, you know what, Saudi, here, take it away from us. I don't know. That could be the case. I mean, there's so much shit here. That's what is good. Good evening. How are you? Happy Thursday. I mean, we'll see. We're just gonna have to wait to see how this is gonna happen. But man, then we got the rest of the free agencies. So far now, we got the announcement. Jake Doyle. For God's sakes, he should have been. He couldn't keep Jake something. I guess changed it to his real last name, Jake Doyle. I want to see how that awkward situation when he meets Ruby Soho and her man, because remember he used to date Ruby Soho, so how awkward that would be between them. But I think it should be okay. Then we got again Andrade is all elite again. Nobody cares. I just want to tell you.
Keep in mind, he has a split contract. No, remember, he's still a member of United Empire now. too.
Yeah, no, yeah, he is. He's also part of the Internet Empire. We got also Mustafa Ali, who re-signed with TNA, so that's a good move for Anthem for them to do that. We got also David Finley, who is actually, besides Clark Connors and Drilla Maloney and Gabe Kidd, we kind of predicted of Gabe Kidd's pretty much coming to AEW. I think that's what's going to happen. Drilla Maloney's still questionable along with Clark Connors. We don't know.
Any more members of the Don Callis family?
I hope not. But David is the one who's actually interested in WWE to see what they're going to do, and if because his dad works for WWE still.
Yeah.
So we know that. So he's interested to see what are they going to put on the table, what they're going to offer him, how they're going to book him. So there's like another one right there. And of course, what happened to Dynamite? Of course, Fuckface got shitted on a Fuckface piece of cake. So there you go. So that's even wonderful there. But let's get into the free agency. So were you surprised of Mustafa resigning? Your thoughts of Jake Doyle? God, I swear he's fucking 50s last name. Like, Freddie Doyle. I
actually think Jake Doyle, I think, will do really well there. I don't know how long it'll take him to get to the main roster, but I think he'll do really well in the mid-card section. And Mustafa, he's been needing a home for a while because, honestly, the lack of a contract doesn't really instill a lot of confidence in companies to give him a belt. Which is weird, but whatever. But I think him at TNA is a very good fit. I am worried like they're going to try to seduce him, go back to WWE, and treat him the exact same way.
I think he got to good in TNA, especially with the order that he has, like the group. I love that group.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Amazing.
I think he's done a good job of getting himself over. I just don't want him to basically get sucked back into the machine of WWE, and then basically they just start booking him the same way they did, which drove his ass out in the first place.
Yeah, I mean it is true. I mean that's the only concern there, but I don't know. I mean, and then what's next now for Kayla's girl, Chris Statlander? What's next for her? I don't see Monet again. I think this was the last straw. She just needed to get embarrassed. That's it. She's done. She should just go after Athena for Ring of Honor title, and then book. Make that a fucking banger matchup. I mean, there's nothing else left for Monet. I'm sorry.
I think Chris Statlander, they're going to start building her up and making her a real champion. She's been that already. She's doing that already. Like she's stepping up. She's doing a very good job. I'm happy with her. I think Monet is doing her job of losing the belts and making it seem like a crash out. And and honestly, this is a more enjoyable Mercedes before. Like her being like her crashing out every 15 minutes is very enjoyable for me. Like it's a believable character on her right now.
Fair enough. Okay. And but I can tell you one thing. I feel like who's next for Chris Statlander? That's Tekla. I think that's happen.
Yeah,
it's happening. And obviously we're going to be fighting in a 6-man tag. Chris Statlander and the Base of Wrath versus the Triangle of Madness, the Sisters of Sins, whatever you want to fucking call them. They're just having two fucking names. I think that's where the story starts building from there. I think that's where we're going to maybe get a Revolution. I think it's going to be Tekla versus Chris Statlander. And I am excited because we know where Tekla comes from. And this is going to be a big test for Statlander. I think it's going to be a big test. I don't see her losing the belt, though. I'm just saying that, clarifying that.
I don't either, but I definitely think it's a good start for her.
Fuck yeah. I think they have enough time to build that story between herself and Tekla between now and March 16th to Revolution. They got enough time to build that
I will
story.
say this, however, I'll give Tekla 2 years if she's got a championship belt.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. And I did like the Bandito one with MJF, so I'm kind of excited to see that. I mean, I don't know what's next for even Hangman and Swerve. Is that a tag team title run? I don't know because we saw what happened on Dynamite with FTR coming after the Bucks and Jet Speed getting their asses whooped by Don Callis family, we saw. I just don't give a shit about Andrade. Like, says, okay, you're here. Okay, good for you. Blah blah. I don't know what's next. We saw the Omega from the prior week. I don't know what. Tony Khan got a lot of time to build stories heading into Revolution. I don't know what's his plans. I don't know what you could predict of what his storylines is. And I mean, and then the one I could say that is really questionable, Roderick Strong. Is he gonna join the Death Riders? Because it seems like he is. Or he's trying to convince his wife, come to the good side. Come be my problem. Well, technically, she is your problem because she's your wife. Don't forget about that. But it's just, you know.
If I'm going to be honest, Marina leaving the Death Riders is a bad call.
So you see the opposite. You see Roderick going to Death Riders?
If someone has to, yeah, I think if those are the options, yeah.
That's fair.
Only because in the Death Riders, Marina has a gimmick. When she leaves, I'm worried that she won't have it. They won't have anything for her.
That is true.
What is her gimmick? Mox's bitch? Because I mean, he can't walk to the freaking match. Can't even walk to the freaking ring without her like, "Hey, I'm here."
Let me correction. As you've seen, it has changed to Mox is Marina's bitch, and Roddy wants to be that bitch.
Maybe so. I mean, shit.
Because there has been a shift in the dynamics, and Mox has turned out to be Marina's bitch. Because if you look at the way she looks at him when he gets all high and mighty, he's like, why is he allowed to speak?
True.
It's true. I mean, I'm gonna have to wait to see.
Like I said, my theory is I want Marina to take over the Death Riders.
That's what I want too. I think she's better fit to take over.
Yeah, it'd make more sense than Claudio.
Yeah, because I couldn't take Claudio seriously yesterday when he came and you took off your shirt for what? To show your chichis? I mean, we already know you're a handsome, strong man, but you don't have that serious face. Like, I'm sorry. Like, when have you seen Cesaro with a really
I disagree. I think I'm sorry. My bad. I think he does. I don't think they've given him anything to say he is. They haven't booked him to do anything. Like, his booking does not say, I am leader of the Death Riders.
No, that's true. They haven't made him just seem that way at all.
But to your point, you're right. There's nothing. Your point and this is to your point. You're right. His face is like, you can't take him seriously because AEW has not taken him seriously.
I think the only promotion that should take him seriously because he's now the world champion in CMLL because he is a world champion.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's something. I mean, it depends. But what do you got for us, boss lady? Well, what happened on Dynamite? These free agencies, who sign, who re-sign, is Finley's future. Break it down.
I will say, as far as re-signings and stuff, Ali actually felt comfortable in TNA, so Ali kind of just needs to stay right there. And if you do eventually transfer him back over to WWE, you need to treat him the same way you did in TNA. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like a lot of people saying, "Oh, Ava's been running really good in NXT," as the manager. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, Santino Marella has been doing a hell of a job over there on TNA as well.
Yes, I agree.
He's doing really good with that. So he needs to continue to do that and continue to build what he's doing over there and keep pushing Ali. So as far as Dynamite goes, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. When you were talking about what was Roddy going to do when he just came out and took his shirt off, it was just like kind of like, here's my shirt, catch me at he's like, I'll see you at home, babe, kind of way. Like, like that's what it felt like because Marino's looking like right at him, and it's just like, hey, I'll see you at home. This is what you're going to get, kind of thing. But I just
say it. Just say it. Marina's ready to blow his back out. Just say it that way.
Especially when he turned around and she showed those welts on her back from that match, and she goes, "Bitch, I'm gonna get you." That's like that was hilarious, and she tweeted it out like, "Bitch, I'm gonna get you." But I just feel like as far as the Death Riders goes, I feel like, I don't know, Mox is kind of just like laying low. Like, I feel like I noticed, especially last night during his match, that he kept looking at Marina for like permission to do things in the ring. And I really noticed it a lot more last night. And she doesn't coach him. He don't really say anything. She's just doing this, but it looks like he'll look over to her and she'll either do this or she'll do this.
Okay.
And it's like, and then he'll start winding up and he'll do what he needs to do. I don't know what that means, but Marina does not need to leave the Death Riders. I feel like she has a spot there. And like Pepsi Phil said, if she left the Death Riders, what are they going to do with her? Because they teamed her up with Nyla Rose. They teamed her up with a bunch of other people, and it didn't really work out. And they put her in the Death Riders. You know, as far as Stat, I'm ecstatic that she was always cool with Harley, because Harley was kind of there for her when her and Willow had the follow. The fact her and Willow are good terms now makes melt. And I'm sorry, ladies, that you couldn't save the cake because somebody could not keep their mouth or keep their emotions intact. And then the fact Stat walked around and wiped all the icing on her white clothes. And she just like sprawled the freak out in the middle of the ring. Like, I said, this is literally just like, and I was like, Mercedes Moné got caked. And I saw that on Twitter that she had, and I think I jumped in the chat on AEW on YouTube, and I was just like, I said, there you go. That's my girl. Best part, Moné is sitting there literally just got caked again. But yeah, she literally got caked. The fact she just sprawled out in the middle of the ring. And, you know, even Pepsi Phillip touched it and saying, you know, she don't have to say much. It's just that her little hissy fits is getting kind of hilarious. Do I still hate her? Yes. Is she still going to be called fuckface? Yes. But, you know, it's just the fact she's playing it very well. And Mercedes, sweetie, I think you got your collars backwards. If you're supposed to be in mourning, shouldn't you be wearing black?
That's what I want to get. I was going to ask you that. Wait, am I getting this wrong or like? Yeah, but you
because Mama Chaos even said it. She says if she's mourning, should she be wearing black? Because you saw what happened. You saw what happened when the not Street Profits, New Day lost their tag titles. They were dressed in black for what, almost a month because they were in mourning. And it's just like, if not longer. And it's just like, I think they're finally coming out of the bubble. But she comes out like a white, like she's like, I've rise. She's just like, oh, like it's Mercedes, whatever. Can never understand her. But as far as Stat, I think it's definitely Tekla. And Stat has already proven that she deserves to be on the top of the world title. After so many years of, you know, blowing up both knees, coming back winning the TBS title, you know, getting back to the top. Tekla, I feel like she'll eventually might lose it to Tekla, but Tekla, she's going will be her biggest challenge. If she can get through her, like she did Toni Storm, she did Mercedes Moné, this will be her biggest challenge. If she can get through her, she deserves to hold that title longer than what she has had it and eventually lose to Tekla. So, I mean, Dynamite was all right last night. And I seen something. I keep seeing it. I see it every year. If we're going to I'm going to jump to TKO. Do one thing because he's still here. He's not giving up. You're putting tag titles on him. But if there's anything that TKO can do right for this year, can we please put the world title on Finn Balor? Because
yes, he does need a world title run.
He needs that because ever since that Universal title, he has not been able to find that spunk. Yes, he jobs to all the newcomers. Yes, he's been tag team champions since then with Damian Priest a couple times. He's been tag team champions with JD McDonough. Yes, he's held the United States title. Yes, he's held the Intercontinental title. Yes, he became a 2-time NXT champion. I just feel like, he deserves a whole lot more.
My theory is that it's a full-time job keeping JD from floating away, and he ain't got time for a championship job.
Jesus.
Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
But I do agree with you about Finn Balor. It is long past due, and I feel like they lost faith in him until they're desperate to do something.
They need to do something already because I don't know. I mean, would it be right for Finn Balor to win the AAA Mega Championship away from Dominic? I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I think it would be. I mean, he's wrestled in Mexico before, so he's good, and he's fluent, and I believe he's fluent in Spanish.
Now he is because of his wife.
Yes.
Yeah, because of that. So it's before his Spanish was not the best, but ever since he started dating her and then married her, then the Spanish became very, very, very good.
He has
She has a second home.
She's wifey material because she buys him all Legos.
Oh, I know.
That is wifey material.
That is wifey material. I tell you that shit. If you can buy me that, I'll be happy all
Well,
day.
Yeah, it's like he's a missed opportunity.
Mm-hmm. We got two more subjects here, and then so very quick preview. Forget, folks, tomorrow here. Don't forget to join the boss lady here and everything.
Hey, look, what can we look forward to?
What can we look forward to
Shenanigans?
tomorrow?
Shenanigans on SmackDown.
Shenanigans, baby.
Shenanigans. Considering shenanigans, I mean, tomorrow is Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for 3 stages of hell.
I have never seen that before.
What?
Let's get the fuck out of here. 3 stages of hell.
Oh, Drew McIntyre. I know, right? What's that match? That's something new. I haven't seen that one before.
I'm sorry. If we're gonna bring back stuff that was useless, I want a Punjabi like cage match, whatever it was called.
What Punjabi matches are we gonna want to do? Then you have the Wyatt Six versus MFT. Trick Williams debut on SmackDown now. He's part of the roster versus Rey Fenix. And Johnny Gargano versus Axiom. And Randy Orton appears. And Julia appears to see what she's going to do. Is there going to be an open challenge for the U.S. belt? I think there is because he did say he's going to open it. And we're going to see Jordan Grace now that we saw her in the IG selfie in Berlin with Julia. So, I don't know. So, are you guys excited for tomorrow, 3-hour special SmackDown, baby? Are you excited? Break it down for us, boss lady. Tell us. Talk to us, baby. Tell us what your thoughts. Are you excited for this 3 hours? What is the premonition of what you're seeing of these 3 hours?
Oh, jeez. Well, like I said, the first 3 hours was not bad. It was actually really good. Hopefully they can keep that up because, like I said before, we'll tell you if it stinks. It will tell you if it's good. A part of me is hoping the Wyatt Six will basically retain his titles. Yes, a lot of people say MFTs will be the one to take them off. But I'm honestly kind of enjoying it for Wyatt Six because at first when they came back, we weren't quite sure exactly what was going to happen. They started cutting the killer promos only for Bo to, was dealing with the things that was going on with his father. So he, stepped away. That's why they're waiting for him, but they kept him lurking. Something about the Wyatt Six, he just makes the presence, even though he's no longer with us, makes the presence of Bray fill up SmackDown each week with, regardless what it is, even with the video clips and stuff. I know they will eventually lose the tag titles, but don't want them to lose them. So if any kind of chaotic shenanigans goes on here, it's definitely during this match. Because I don't know. I just feel like something's missing with this. It's for the tag titles, isn't it?
From my knowledge, no tag match, just a regular.
Okay, so it's not for tag. But in a way, whatever regards here, I want the Wyatt Six to win because I feel like, like I said, I'm not ready for them to lose those tag titles when it eventually happens because this is probably going to be. And then a part of me thinks that MFT's going to get the upper hand, so they do get the title match. So I don't know. Can't win with that one. As far as Mama's talking to the Chihuahua. As far as the open challenge, he definitely Carmelo needs to keep the open challenge going, and I don't know. I'm not quite sure who's going to answer it. I have a feeling that we're probably going to be. I don't know when he's going to happen. I'm pretty sure. I'm just waiting for Miz just to keep calling out his name, and he's just going to appear and just. I don't know. Like I said earlier, there's going to be a lot of matches going on between those two. Because Miz is not totally happy that how everything went down before. And Cody versus Drew is kind of scaring me a little bit with 3 Stages of Hell. As being a fan of Cody Rhodes, I want him to retain. Then a part of me wants Drew to win because I feel like Drew has lost the momentum and that he's got so much. He keeps going in and out after. But regardless of this, I think it's going to be one heck of a match. Like I said, it scares me. Do I want Cody to lose? No. Do I want Drew to find himself again? Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure, I don't know, just the way how things ended, I'm getting this feeling that SmackDown is not over between Aleister Black and Damian Priest. I just have that feeling that something else is going to happen, even though they closed out the ambulance match. I don't know. SmackDown's going to seem pretty good. For what's booked, I am looking forward to it. Am I looking toward the 3 hours? No. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully these 3 hours will be great, that we can actually rate it pretty good, because, there's only so much you can cram after, certain, and we've seen that on SmackDown. Now that you got the extra hour, just don't throw something in there for the heck of it and expect us to, expect it to be fun, because it don't work that way. Because we used to, like I said, me and Redeemer and sometimes the Chef, we would sit there, we would literally watch 3 hours of SmackDown, and we were just like, what is this?
What is this? I can't get jiggy with this shit. What is this?
Seriously? What just happened? Or it was more like this. Hold on, where's this? Let's see. It was more like, let's see if I can find it. It was more like,
hey, yo, what the fuck?
it was just didn't make sense. And when they dropped it 2 hours, we were ecstatic. And then when it came out to 3 hours, we were just like, oh, okay. Well, like I said, 2026, good show. No doubt about it. Enjoyed it. Hashtag Dribble God. Remember, he's on SmackDown now.
Oh, that's right. That's
yes.
Right,
like I said,
Dribble
hashtag Dribble God. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get something more with Julia going in with this Mara as well, because since she is the U.S. title champion. So I don't know. We'll see how SmackDown plans out. Like I said, I'm excited for what's on the match card, but are they going to deliver? Who knows?
That's the biggest question there.
I can tell you what's there, but are they going to deliver? It's totally two different things.
Mm-hmm. You feel the same, Pepsi Phil? If he's there. Okay, maybe he's not there. I guess so. We'll end it with the last subject of the evening, because this is the one, even though it's early for us to do it, but with these call-ups, with these new signs, and the future of the other talents who hasn't been signed yet, by far, for y'all both of y'all, the biggest question here is, who will rise or who will fall in professional wrestling overall of 2026 this year? Who will be on the rise? Who do you feel will be up there? It doesn't matter. You can name every promotion, any talent for any promotion, fall as well. Who do you feel like might be going up and who might be going down? So I'll take it back to you, boss lady. That is the biggest question for you. Who do you see rising this year in professional wrestling 2026? Who do you see falling also in 2026?
As far as rising, I'm going to jump to Monday Night Raw. And I think it's going to rise up eventually. I think someone said it earlier that they possibly could see them winning Money in the Bank. And honestly, I can actually agree with them on that. And I feel like a certain person is going to rise up in 2026 because they're right now, if you were to weigh it out, they're about midway. They're about right here. They haven't reached it right. And that is one Mr. Braun Breaker. If he does not, I know people are saying who's supposed to win the Rumble, who's supposed to not. If Braun Breaker does not win the Royal Rumble, I will definitely see him winning Money in the Bank. I think he's going to be the one to win Money in the Bank. Let's see. As far as continue to think, who? I'm trying to think. Honestly, as much as he's been going through the IC title, I'm actually gonna put a faction in this as far as who's going to fall in pro wrestling, because the hiccups are there, the tension is there, the I don't know if I like you kind of vibes are there. I will say this: I think we'll get the rise of Braun Breaker, and I think this is going to be the fall of Judgment Day. I'll be surprised if Judgment Day is still together in 2026, at the end of 2026.
You know, who knows, Alex? We'll see. It's a good question.
As far as I don't know anything about NXT. Dynamite, I feel like it's definitely going to be the rise of Stat's going to continue to rise to the top. And eventually, and we'll say she's already proven it, become two belts Willow. I believe that Willow Nightingale's not going to be too far from behind her as far as, so they're kind of tied together, but Stat is definitely going to continue to rise. And she's already on her downward spiral. I think she's going to continue to fall. And that's Mercedes Moné, only to build herself back up or trying to, I don't know. I've seen something to saying this is her way of trying to edge her way back into WWE. I hope not, because I hope not, because I really do not want. I do really do not want to see her, especially if she shows up on SmackDown. She shows up on SmackDown. She can just do this. She can just do this if she.
I already know where you're going with it. We'll
she can just.
Off is the direction you can fuck.
Way, this way, behind me.
I don't care if you show up as Sasha Banks, you can still fuck off. I
don't even know the fucking song. I don't even know.
Or just
Go fuck yourself.
But anyway, back to that. I'm just saying she's going to continue to do her fall down. She goes, like I said, she went all the way to 14 titles. Now she lost to TBS. And now she's basically holding titles in indies that people are like, eh.
Exactly. That's
so so she's going to continue to do that. Let's see. TNA. So I'm going to jump to TNA. I'm going to say this might be a shocker. I could be wrong. And I'm seeing it because the way he's being overpowered. This group of people, I love all four of them to death. But just by seeing how I've been keeping up with the stats, watching, the little clips and stuff I'm caught, I believe that rising star over in TNA for 2026, I'm going to say it's going to be Myron Reed.
Ooh!
And I'm saying that because after every title and everything that's happened if you put all the Rascals in format, who's been coming out on top? Myron Reed. Even though he's not officially signed to TNA, he's proven that he's good. He's proven that he can wrestle. He can proven that he can be champion because he's been champion to the indies. And then the fact there's finally let him be on TNA and let go of it, I have a feeling that he's going to be a rising champion. If he's not, I see him possibly going for the X Division, and he'll at least be X Division champion by the end of 2026. Honestly, just because they were, I honestly will say, as far as rising, getting another. Yes, he's already been X Division champion, but I see this person actually going for the world title If you want to throw Myron Reed as the X Division, something's just telling me you possibly could have Trey Miguel as your world champion because he's already been X Division. And your newly reunited Desmond Xavier and Zachary Winch is going to get that opportunity to eventually take those tag titles off the Hardys, and you're going to have them running the division. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling, but as far as it going rising, I feel like that Myron Reed's it. Myron Reed is the it kid. He is the one, that is going to eventually become X Division champion because he can prove it. And if you watch the Treehouse Stories, which I live for those things, I cannot wait for AMC to go live where I can watch this later and actually see it and not on Twitter. But I love those Treehouse Stories, especially the last one where Dez was back into the thing and Trey's over here. Why are you calling me? Who was that?
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's that? Why are you calling me? I could see you, bro. And he hangs up the phone and he says, and it's just sitting there, and it's like, and he says, Wes is Dez. Dez is Wes. And he says, Dez like, Wes, is he hot? He says, Wes is he? Because, but why would I change my name? And they're like, Office. It's just like, I mean, those moments, like, and that's what, like I've stated, like I'm doing I'm doing like a little thing like for 31 days of like all the wrestlers that make you like a wrestling fan. And
I know. Where's he at?
I know. He might. I don't know. He might be lurking out somewhere. I don't know. I think he's probably too high in the treehouse somewhere and cannot find his way to COD because he's not used to COD being live on Thursdays.
Exactly.
But if he randomly just pops up, I'm gonna be like, oh my Lord. Anyway, but as far as I don't have anybody really falling down in TNA because like I feel like no matter what they do in TNA, they're always rising. There's something going on. Santino does very well over there and he kind of rises up everybody. Now or never for TNA, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown. Oh boy. I'm gonna say it's gonna go as far as I'm going to say Jade Cargill is going to continue to race to the top. Jade Cargill is going to continue to push through the world championship. She's going to continue to show why she's that bitch. Mm-hmm. She's going to continue to improve. What is up, TK's in the chat?
Oh, the banger. The banger, baby. Yo, what is?
I didn't even look at the name. I just saw the yo, and I'm like, that has to be TK.
Yeah, the only man that says yo.
But, no, I'm saying Jade Cargill's definitely there. If used properly, the Rising is going to be Chelsea Green. If, and that's it. If, and like I said, here lately she's grown on me, and then the fact she's finally, got Matt, her husband, on there with her, and she said here lately that she has been the huge inspiration to her. That the fact she could finally share her momentum and what she's been doing on SmackDown with her, so kudos to them. And we stated this earlier, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. The fall for SmackDown is going to be Julia. And I hate to say that. Is like I said, what are you doing with her? What have you done? And I'm not quite sure. I just, like I said, it'll be the fall.
Do something. Take the pen.
I can't. You won't call me. I'm just kidding. Trust me, I would fix it. But like I said, and first of all, starters, I'd get her away from Kiana James. That's what I definitely would do. Nothing against Kiana, but anyway.
I think that goes back to your thing about the fact that even though her English has been improving, I think they still don't like her English level, so they brought her Kiana James.
Yeah,
I guess. I guess it's solid.
I mean, it's stupid, but I think you called it, like, because her English is not. And I'm not going to say not good. I'm going to say not where they want it to be.
Mm-hmm. And that's what scares, because I mean, I know, like I said, it used to be a long time ago where if you didn't learn English, you could not be a world champion because that was one of your things, top on the list. And now that everyone, starting to learn, Julia's still learning, obviously. Yeah. And I will jump back to Monday Night Raw, another one that will continue to rise in 2026. Not even if when they eventually do lose the title, I see them going after the mid titles just because that's what they did in NXT. And so another rise would be on Monday Night Raw is another one that is speaking really good English and super proud of her is Miss Stephanie Valkyrie. And for those who don't know, and I think it had a lot to do with her wonderful, sweet boyfriend, Miles Bourne, probably has been working with her and stuff, which I love those two together, especially what he did when he dropped her off to Monday Night Raw. And I'm like, bro, grab her hand and just walk into the stadium. Just don't kiss her like 6 times and get back in the car.
He's a lucky man. As
a professional hater, I'm happy for the relationship, but as a professional hater, I can't stand Miles. Like, I'm happy she's happy, and I'm happy Miles is happy.
Steven, I can agree with that as well. That was another one. And honestly, I will go back to Maxine Dupree. Why, Steven, since you said it, you know how they always say sometimes shockers will be out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Okay. When Nikki Cross won Money in the Bank, what now is a shocker? What if Maxine Dupree just shocked the world and won that Money in the Bank? She doesn't have to have that title very long, but decide to turn it on, say, because all females, knock on wood, are undefeated when it comes to cashing in their streaks, regardless if it's the same night or later down the line. It doesn't matter. They're undefeated. Now imagine Maxine Dupree has kind of like a Otis moment where the briefcase happens to fall into her hands and she's going to go after Stephanie. And knowing how Stephanie is, always opportunities, Stephanie would put her over, but then turn around and get it back.
Yeah.
And I would agree with Steven on that. That's another one I could see rising in 2026. Only, yes, she didn't hold the IC title very long because we've stated the only reason she lost it because they want Becky versus AJ Lee.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know. Maxine, I don't think it's done for Maxine Dupree. We're not done.
I hope not.
We're not done with her because I honestly still want that feeling and want this to happen because I thought it was going to happen only because who has Maxine been working with? She's been working with Natalya. And who's going to come back? If she wins the IC title back somehow, what's going to happen? Natty's going to be like, oh, congratulations. You're a champion. I'm proud of you. You know what? You just stole my move to win that. All right, I'm going to knock you out. I'm taking your title. I won that kind of thing. And like I said, what I'm named, who's rising, who's I'm going to fall. I honestly just feel like and that's going by, I could be wrong, but that is going based off of what happened in 2025 leading into 2026. So
I love that. I love the Maxine Dupree one. You know what, you're not wrong about that one because that one seems like she could be the stealer on this year's Money in the Bank, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, not she's not gonna win it," and then out of nowhere,
or do the Royal Rumble. That would shock the world.
Oh my God, if she does that shit.
Let's say Bianca. They're stating that Bianca Belair is supposed to shrink. Can you imagine it got down to Bianca Belair and Maxine Dupree, and she just somehow managed to get Bianca over that, and she won. Like I said, I would be ecstatic, but I would honestly see her winning Money in the Bank somehow. Because, and I'll jump back when Liv Morgan won. How many people thought Becky Lynch was going to win it?
Nobody really thought, honestly.
Just saying. Well, she was on the ladder the way she did, and then all of a sudden,
That's
when they were on the ladder, we thought Bex was going to win, and then when Liv went back, put her foot on the thing. First thing, Mama Chaos and I said, "Liv's winning Money in the Bank." She came back, pushed Becky off, and got the briefcase. Right. Yeah. That's something I can see Maxine doing. Something where, oh, great, it's gonna be Charlotte Flair. Oh, here comes Maxine Dupree, yank some blonde off some queen's hair, climb up the ladder, and guess what? She's Money in the Bank.
So here's a question for you. This is on Maxine Dupree. Maxine Dupree obviously has been putting in the work, and she built herself up that way. What if she won clean? What if it wasn't like an accident or anything? It's just with all her training, she just won it clean. And because when she had the IC title and the way she won that, granted it was a roll up, so it's not the most dynamic move, but it's an old school move that always works. Like I think with Maxine, she showed that she had something, and that's why she got the IC belt. And don't tell me the fans weren't behind her. Like I loved her run.
I've never honestly, like I said, I'm a big Becky Lynch fan. I love Becky Lynch, but just having Maxine Dupree just take it off of Bex and just have Bex flip that little flip of hers again. You know, I was ecstatic for Maxine because, like I said, she's been working with Natty. We've seen the packages. She's been in training. She's been improved because when I went to the Royal Rumble in 2024 and her music hit. And the crowd booed her like crazy in the Rumble. They weren't static. They're like, I had a few people behind me says, "Oh my God, when they put Maxine Dupree in here, they could have given it to a better person. Oh my God." And it was just like, and needless to say, she was not in there very long. But since then, she's improved. She's gotten better. I don't know. She was gotten better when she worked with Otis, and well, she's still with Otis and Takara Tozawa.
Yeah, you're right.
But
yeah,
and Chad Gable. Now the fact that she's been working with Natty, she's improved. She beat one of the greatest, Becky Lynch, to get that IC title. And I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like Steven said, she's definitely another riser. She's up there with Stephanie, and eventually, even if it's like a short moment, she, like you said, either if it's clean or by accident, she walks out. Fans are going to be behind it. And it wouldn't be surprised if Stephanie goes, I will put her over just so she can have that title. And because that wouldn't technically really hurt Stephanie to lose it for a little bit only to regain it.
I love that idea.
Because they sure hell ain't going to push her towards Jade Cargill because Jade Cargill, I'm that bitch. All right, you just failed.
Yes, yeah, fair enough.
That is fair. And I love that idea because I'm going to say right now, man, if that does happen, you called it here. That's for sure. You fucking called it. You nailed it. If that shit happens to Money in Bank this year, I'll be some shit if that does. I will lose my ape shit. I'm like, she called it. She called it. You fucking called it, folks. We had it here. You see? Give her the pencil. Damn it. Skipping. So do it, damn it.
That's like a lot of people. There's quite a few people that did not believe me that back for SummerSlam. That was saying that when he got Seth Rollins, I said CM Punk's going to win his title. Seth Rollins is going to come back and he's going to fake that injury. He's going to cash in Money in the Bank. What happened?
Yeah, you did call it.
Yep.
Yes, you did.
Same year, everyone was saying first year Cody Rhodes went up against Roman Reigns. No one believed me. I said Roman Reigns is retaining this title. Cody's not walking out. Everyone's, oh no, Cody Rhodes is going to win. What happened? Roman Reigns retained.
I was there. Horrible.
Retained. And then what was the following year when we did our predictions or whatever? I remember on the Queen, Jolie goes, I think Redeemer was there too, and she goes, all right, because it was actually in Philly, so she was ecstatic to work it, and she goes, all right, I'm excited, can't wait for this WrestleMania. Now I'm gonna sit back and watch Kayla to break all our fucking hearts. And I had them rolling too because, well, funny. I had them rolling because I was sitting there going, "All right." I said, "Go ahead and raise your ones to acknowledge the American Nightmare," and they're all like, "Yay!" But yeah, so like I said, and no one's to know me. As far as when it comes to prediction. Now, I will admit, when we do our predictions for the show, it is hard for AEW. It's really hard sometimes because you can't think, okay, you can go with the logic or you don't go with the logic. Or I'm going to go with this person, but this person just screwed me over. Like I was going back and forth for the whole Hangman Adam Page for a while. Like the dude kept screwing me. Like I would go for him and he would lose. But whatever. But I'm just saying, when it comes to predictions, like I get these vibes, and they're about right 99% of the time. So it kind of scares me, but
okay. Yes, we will predict this soon when it comes more close. Who has the longest time in Rumble this year? Oh, who has the longest time in the Rumble this year? Oh, okay. That's a good question.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I don't know, to be honest with you. I would say Roxanne on the women's side. She's gonna have it again. I think she will. I think she will on the female side. No, you know what? I'll take it back. Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green, I think will have the longest one this time.
I mean, she does have the. I mean, she does have the shortest shortest one now.
I know, poor girl, man. Like I'd want her to stay long, but I'll say in the women's side, who will have the longest this year will be Chelsea. On the male side, I'll say this time is going to be the Miz.
Oh,
I know.
Interesting.
I know. I think this time the Miz will hold it probably.
Okay.
I think so. Shout out to what's going on, Pizza Lizard. Yes, hello everyone. The nachos are cooking, and I have some questions that includes jalapenos.
only to get eliminated by say his name,
man. He appears. That's exactly. Okay, see, won't be Gunther. No, I don't think so. But let's see. Tell us saying we will have Judgment Day breakup at the Rumble. We will have Vision breakup at the Rumble. So he's talking about the Vision and the Judgment Day to break up at the Rumble. That's a good question. Do we see that happening? Do you guys think, or what do you guys think?
No reason to at this point, really. They're using them to build everybody else up.
Okay.
That's pretty much, they're just tools to build up one person. I have no idea who Judgment Day is doing. I think it's Roxanne. No, I think it's Roxanne and Dom. For the most part, I think they're trying to help Raquel as well. And they're using Judgment Day for that. For the Vision, I think where they are right now is pretty much they're going to use that to rise up, to bring up Braun. As for the other Braun, they're starting to they're slowly starting to give him some strength.
For once,
I think Austin might be a wild card. He's a wild card to me because I think I've always liked his work ethic and the way he does it. But if we're talking about Rise, he's the dude I think might. I see him coming back, and when Seth comes back, I see him and Seth having a hell of a program together.
I like that idea too. That's a great idea. So
if I'm picking my Rise, it's him.
Okay, and you can put a lot more that you feel this year that you've seen.
It's like WWE business model is very different. It's no longer meritorious, in my opinion. It's like they picked the guy, and that's what they're gonna ride that man into the ground.
McDonald's. That's a valid point, Steven.
Yeah, but the thing is, so it's not like a regular wrestling thing. It's like if you work hard, you're going to get to the top. We both know that's not the case. But I think Austin is a really good candidate for it. Maxine's an excellent candidate for it. People who should be a good candidate but aren't is Julia and Stephanie, because I just don't think they're going to do a good job with them, which I'm scared of. And honestly, very expensive if you think about it.
About right, yeah.
And the male side, I think they're going to try to push Javon Evans, and they're going to do it clumsily.
How do you think they'll do it clumsily, though?
They're going to give him some half-ass. They're going to give him some half-ass runs, and then give him a belt, and then not give him anybody, and not give him any kind of title defenses that are worth his effort. And that's what I'm worried about. I think they like him. I don't think they know how to use him.
Okay. Anybody else besides WWE? Like anybody that you see on the rise in AEW?
AEW, the only person I see on a big rise is Kyle Fletcher.
Good call.
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher, I think, is well on his way to being number one. Stat, honestly, I hesitate to mention Stat because she's already there. Like legitimately, but I think she will go to a new level that we haven't seen before. Because I don't know what it was, but there was something about her when she came in the ring to hug Willow that she felt different.
She looks different too. Her energy is different.
Exactly. She felt really different to me. Not like she was weak or softer or like she automatically complained compared her to Toni Storm. She felt like a different kind of champion. Like honestly, dare I say it? And please forgive me. She felt Cena-esque.
What?
Yeah, there's an aura about her where like she's going in trying to build the women's division, and she's got no problem putting that shit on her back.
Okay.
Which I like that about her energy. Because like she's a stabilizing force. She's a big person, relatively speaking, and like she's a great mountain there. Like she's definitely a solid person to build a division on with her. So after that, Tekla obviously is on the rise as well.
Okay.
Tekla, I think Jet Speed might be a tag team we need to watch out for.
I agree. I like the tag. I like Kevin Knight. I love Kevin Knight.
Yeah, I think Jet Speed and Kevin Knight individually and as a team has been doing great work. Period. Another rise, but it's not really a big, is the TNT champ, the Briscoe brother. I think he's going to try to take it to a whole nother level at this point. But I think he is going to be the type to like push everyone over. Like his job will be to put everyone over. He won't lose the belt.
Mm-hmm.
At least not yet anyway. But I think he's going to make that belt way more important and make anyone who fights him way more important.
Okay.
I can't really see any falls per se. Truth be told, if I had to pick a fall, and this is only because he's saving himself until Coda comes back, I say Kenny is going to fall back a little bit more.
Well, because of his health conditions too. Remember that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be like a Kenny fell off. It's going to be Kenny's going to be like, for his health, he's going to step back. So that's not. I don't know if that counts as a fall.
Yeah.
And TNA's hard, because TNA is just an entire house of wild cards.
They got a lot of great talent, though.
They do, and like I want to see them all do well. And I think with the AMC TV deal, we'll really start to see people come up.
Yeah.
I still haven't. Like TNA is still hard for me. I can't pick that one. But
not
like,
even female stuff, not even in the female roster.
Not really. Like they're all great. Don't get me wrong. Like it's just not a slap to them. It's just I can't really figure out who they would want to put over the top.
That's right. Shout out to Dylan, the ace.
So, but overall, it's just like I think people in I think the biggest upset's going to be people in W. And if I had to pick a fall, I think it's going to be WWE as a whole.
Yeah,
and because of the fact that they are not seeing the potential in their talent.
That too, Alex. That too. And then Pete Thomas was saying Penta had a standout Rumble last year. Do we expect him to capitalize on winning the
that's another example of them dropping the ball. Penta came in with fire. They used it and then immediately burnt it out because they couldn't do anything with it. And again, it goes back to him. And this is weird. Like I feel like they're punishing him for not having perfect English.
His English is not bad. He can speak good English.
His English is like honestly, his English is great, and he communicates well on both languages, and he manages to bring everybody along with him.
Yes,
but I feel like they are still being assholes about what they want out of what they want out of him verbally and or in promos.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Not everybody gonna be stone cold on the promo.
Exactly. What? No. What? Let's see. And Billy Starks, though, I like Steven's idea. I do agree. Billy Starks should have a rising year.
She's another one they need to do some stuff with.
They gotta have her beat Athena for the belt. They need to. Brian Cook, what is good? The chef.
No, I disagree. I think she needs to just come to AEW.
Who? Billy Starks?
Yeah.
I would say Billy Starks beats Athena for the belt and then have Athena come to AEW. And then the biggest challenge will be having.
I don't understand. First of all, I don't understand why Athena isn't there already, but Billy Starks should definitely be there. Both of them. Why not both of them going up? Athena has already proven. I mean, let's give Athena credit. She made Mercedes palatable.
She did. But I mean, The reason why I say why keep Billy at Ring of Honor, because we want her to get her momentum as a world champion, to have a taste of it, and to really start storytelling and helping other talents to build up stories along the way in Ring of Honor. Athena already did enough.
You don't think she's already done that right now, though?
I just don't. Of what I've seen by far, I think there's more to tell because she's been in tournaments, she's done whatever she could do. We've seen it, but I still feel. I think the better way for her momentum to be bigger than what it is now is her being the one dethroning her mentor, quote on that, and having her carry on the legacy of the Minions and have her to take over Ring of Honor, while Athena is going to be the one heading to challenge Statlander throughout the middle of the year, probably at All In or All Out, which I feel like will be a banger match between them two because the chemistry that Statlander, and Athena will be amazing. And I would love to see that story between them two. Okay. And Billy Starks has enough potential to build stories for the other talents that are Ring of Honor with Deonna Purrazzo, with who else is there? Viva Van. You got Taya Valkyria. There's a lot of there's Trish Adora. There's still got
So you want Billy Starks to rebuild the women's division? And
I think that's what they need that in Ring of Honor. You need someone.
All right. Interesting. Because me personally, I'd like to see Billy Starks come in as a face and her first matchup against Sky Blue.
I would love that idea too.
Exactly. But I think that she could definitely come in as a face and be a strong contender for one of the big faces, and she would come in. She'd come in as strong as them, but but I do feel you on her help building up the women's division for ROH.
Yeah, that's what they need to do.
And I can feel you on that.
And Alex is saying, "Oh, put the Lucha Bros together, please. Do us that favor." Okay, Stephanie didn't have a perfect English. I know that. No, you're not wrong about that.
I think I'm going to say this. I don't think it's a matter of English per se. I think it's going to be a matter of what they think the English should be.
Yeah.
Because all of them are fine. Period. Asuka, I think right now deliberately doesn't speak it with and she speaks I'm on a YouTube channel. She speaks English fine. I just think she likes being a little sociopath.
That's what I was gonna say too, but you're right.
She likes being crazy.
She speaks it right on the YouTube once she's on her YouTube channel. She speaks it okay. It's great.
I mean, so I follow her even back to her video game days. So
I even like Alex saying Alex Windsor, another person there could be out of Rise.
Yeah.
Windsor. Alex Windsor.
Wait, are you liking Alex Windsor because you like Alex Windsor or because she beat Mercedes? There is no wrong answer.
Oh shit! I'm stepping away from this one.
No.
This is my question.
Both. Honestly, both. I kind of liked her beforehand, and then when she turned around and took a title from Mercedes, it was just that's what I'm talking about.
Alex Windsor is great. I agree. I followed her before in Progress. I was really worried about her because her IWC was pissing me off a little bit when she came to AEW. Because a lot of people don't know her background, and they were saying the only reason she got signed was because her partner was Will Ospreay.
I mean, it could be so.
No, it isn't.
Somebody says Treen. And Pete Thomas was saying, okay, Athena had opportunities to be world champ, but she put that down because Sasha Banks and Bayley, because they didn't want too many quick champions crossovers. That was when she was in NXT and WWE at the time, maybe. Ring of Honor has talent, but they need time to collect, time to collect a great character. Agreed. I agree 100% with that. Asuka has talent. You need the Japanese character. Triple H needs to go global presence. She lost at Mania to Charlotte, but gave her dues. I agree 100%. They should have given her that day to Asuka. Ask Kate about Mercedes' question. Time for me to hide under the ring. But I can tell you that for the Rise, Billy Starks, I agree with. The Rise that I know Alex said on the chat, for sure, Jacob Fatu. He's going to be rising soon. Hopefully he stays healthy. That's what is my concern. On the Rise, for sure, Javon. I see Javon at Mania, possibly defeating Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship or before. I think I see that more happening. Who I do see else on the rise on NXT, Ethan Page. I think now is his time to be the toppest heel of being the NXT World Champion. I think he should be the guy. I'll get it wrong. I like Shawn Spears, but they haven't done shit with Shawn Spears with the calling. They haven't done nothing. So it's like, unless you bring him into the picture, then maybe I can have hope for that guy. But I feel like he's in the fall right now because they're not doing much. I know he's a part of the coaching for the Performance Center, but still, I need to see something from him. Let's see. On the female side, I can tell you who I can see this year for who could be the rise for in NXT. And there's a couple women I can see besides Sol Ruka, besides Kalani, Jordan. I see Jada Parker. I see Miss Parker. I see Miss Parker because everybody craves for Miss Parker. You gotta understand it. Everybody goes crazy for Miss Parker. I mean, I did too.
Miss Parker, Miss Parker.
Okay.
Parker. I mean, that's on the women's side that I can see. I mean, Saria, it sucks because it's like they haven't done much for her. Wow, if you turn a heel against Soul, they should have been doing that already, but they haven't done it. They've been dropping the ball on that. Do I see Lola? I could, but I just don't see it yet. I think the one who gets the biggest momentum, I think, is between really more Sol Ruka or Jada Parker. One of those two is gonna. I think what fits more will be as a face, Jada Parker, more than Sol Ruka. As a heel, I see Kalani fits more as well than Zaria as a heel. That's what in NXT. Like I said, and besides, Ethan Page that I mentioned, and there's one person in NXT that I will keep an eye on that hopefully they could do something. I was telling Redeemer on Tuesday that it could probably turn face eventually because of one person. They're gonna turn these guys face, and that's
you don't want us behind you.
He said, "Damn, come on, bro. Why you gotta say it like that, man?
I don't know why he has to coverage or whatever your fucking name is. I know Dark State. Dion Lennox is going to be that man. If you could push him very well, watch what the fuck I'm telling you. That he could be another one right there on the puzzle. SmackDown, I could say SmackDown on the rise. Joe Hendry for sure. Carmelo Hayes is already getting there.
Can I give you a wild card that's out of nowhere?
Okay.
Shiloh Hill.
Yeah, I said that too. I forgot to mention him. You're right. Shiloh Hill. Another one.
I know you mentioned him earlier. I know you're a big fan of him already. So.
So Shiloh Hill's another one that I'm expecting to be on the rise NXT for sure. He got the potential. He got the momentum. The fall, the rise in SmackDown, of course, Joe Hendry for sure. Carmelo's already getting up there. Trick is going to be up there on a rise for sure. I want to see a rise of Chelsea Green. This has got to be her year. Either she wins the Rumble or wins that Chamber. Or she's the one winning Money in the Bank. That's probably my fucking feelings.
Honestly, I think I would like her to win Money in the Bank because I think the time I really realized that she was like going to be something was remember the Money in the Bank she was in and everybody was like, yeah, we all went, holy shit.
Yep.
I think it was her first Money in the Bank.
That was last year in LA.
Yeah, that shit she was amazing in that one.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't win. She didn't win, but she had some great shots.
Yeah. See, even out of saying Jada Parker is a good wild pick. That's for sure. Jordan, you're just in time. You're never late. Remember that. That young man has charisma on a different level. Dion Lennox, he does. That's for sure.
Okay.
Brian, I have to see how many wrestlers do you call it? Just NXT clear roster, or is it just me or the brand?
Who you got in the TNA?
Automatically in TNA, Kayla named like a great majority of them. Like I agree with Kayla 100% with Myron.
I do too. Yeah,
I agree 100%. That man is gonna come back and kill it as this is what I think. Myron Reed is facing Leon Slater next Thursday.
Oh, that's gonna make me so happy.
If he wins it that day on the opening day AMC, I'm gonna go wild shit. I'll be happy for him. It's not gonna hurt Leon to lose it. To be honest,
No, it's not.
It won't hurt him because from there, Leon, what's he gonna do? Santana wins the belt, and then start Santana building Leon towards the end of the year.
So are we saying Santana's on the rise as well this year?
This better be the last chance for Anthem to pull that trigger.
Okay.
Because if you're getting signed by AMC, you want attractions. Why you booked a match with him and Frankie? For that reason, right? This is where you do it. Give him the belt back. Have him be a defending world champion. The last one who I believe who could beat him, Leon Slater. If it ain't Leon Slater, I'll give you another wild card, Mustafa Ali.
Okay, yeah.
Mustafa Ali.
Okay.
I can tell you that. And then the fall, I'll say, well, I didn't say AEW. AEW, Rise AEW for sure. You name them. Kyle Fletcher is one of them for sure. Fletcher is you name Briscoe for sure. Let's see. I'm looking at the male side. I think who could be on the rise of that on the male side, a singles competitor, Konosuke Takeshita. I think it's now his time. I see Konosuke.
To rise? Okay.
He was given the Risen last year, right? But I think this year, as a face, though, he's gonna be the one as a face, as a baby face. I think this is gonna be his year to be a baby face.
Okay.
And have a trilogy or a fucking best out of 7 versus Okada. And then that's how you know that he's gonna be your man. And he's going to be the one, going in a rise for the world championship down the line later. I could see Konosuke being that guy. He is. Kenny Omega sees himself in Konosuke. That's the reason why he got him in the first place as a rookie.
So here's my question. Do you think Konosuke re-ups his contract, goes to in New Japan?
I think if they don't book him right this year, of what I'm saying, he'll go to New Japan full time.
Okay.
Okay. I think he'd rather be more New Japan because he has more confidence in Tanahashi's booking of what he's doing, the creativity, and believe me, there's a lot of potential in New Japan. Like Yuya Imura, Ren Narita, Ryo. There's a lot of future kids there. Calvin Newman, another kid, but like those are the future, the rise they're gonna have this year.
Okay.
AEW, I see that. Female, we forgot about one female in AEW that I feel like is gonna have a rise. That is, you guys named them, but we forgot one more to name. Harley Cameron.
Yes.
Yeah.
Harley Cameron.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
That's gonna be her year. It's gonna. I hate to say it.
She truly did come out of nowhere. So yeah,
she did. She did. Oh, Tom, the future. Happy Saturday, happy Friday. Hopefully you don't spoil SmackDown for us because we haven't seen it yet, right, Tom? We love you, Tom. But I can see that for sure. That watch Harley be the one to beat Willow for that belt by the end of the year for TNT belt, and it'll be her first singles title, and I'll be happy for her. She does happen.
Possibly, yeah.
The fall that I see here, I see the fall. Who do I see the fall here? Really pretty much is the fall of Jade. I feel the fall of Jade. I really feel the fall here that is happening now and is going to continue to happening is the fall of Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. I just see that. I hate to say that. I love them both, but they're not doing shit with them. I just see the fall of it. I see the fall of Tony D'Angelo. They're not giving me a reason why the fuck to love his character. Give me a fucking reason why you're Jewish in a jacket and looking at the Bret Hart type of style, looking at the TV screen. Like, give me a reason. What is going on? There's a lot of fall right there. Fall there. I see the fall of Cody Rhodes, unfortunately. You're not giving him great opponents. They're repetitive, same fucking opponents every fucking time. Shit. And they're doing shit. And then you got the other fall of Jey Uso what's happening. And it sucks, but hey, it is what it is. Jey, it's on his fault. And for Ring, like I said, for AEW, the fall here, I think at this point is there isn't really much fall in AEW, the male side. Possibly the only one the fall here is if they don't really do anything with him at all, like booking him into the world title picture in AEW soon, 2026 will be Claudio. He's going to be stuck as a mid-card guy. And that's the same I see for Hoobastank and for Weezer, which is Daniel Garcia. That's what I see. TNA, the fall here that I see has to be in TNA. I don't have one, actually. I don't have a fall for TNA or for Ring of Honor.
I think for TNA, because of the TV deal, everyone has a potential to blow up.
Yeah, we got to wait and see how they do it here this year. Oh yeah, Spanish God. I mean, I see him on the rise again. Hopefully so. Chef saying, okay.
I'm not falling for that trap again.
No, I'm not either. But I mean, that's all I have for you folks. And yep, it is that time, folks, because it's time. I think we went over our time limit here, but it's okay. But any final thoughts before I close it out, ladies and Gerbil Gods?
Ayla?
No, I'm good. I mean, other than make sure to come back here 8 p.m. Eastern time for Friday Night SmackDown, and then Sunday at 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern Time. It is the debut of Chaotic Chaos, so you do not want to miss that.
No.
I think that about covers it.
Let's close it out.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
Yes, we're rolling out. Roll out. Top that. Rolling out. Rolling out, folks. We appreciate you all for tuning in here for this flagship first year of 2026. We'll be here hopefully next Friday, depending on our schedule. I don't know. But why is that over? You already heard from the boss lady herself. You know, the witch that runs this place. I'm not going to say it because that's not my cup of tea. That's only the... But
it's the chick that runs the shit.
Chick that runs the shit. There you go. There you go. Thank you. There you go. Thank you for correcting me. I always get it wrong. But, man, I appreciate you all for joining us this evening. Like I said, the party's not over. Tomorrow, as you said it, come back for Friday Night SmackDown at, of course, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, 5 Pacific. No spoilers. If you see anything in the IWC around Twitter or Instagram, no spoilers. Because this lady will put you on check. You don't want that. I don't want that. No, I don't want that. Yes. The nachos will cook for next week. Actually for tomorrow. So make sure you come back tomorrow. Town Lizard, make sure you do. Yes, and good night, Alex. Yes, appreciate you. Can we see? Oh, baby, you're right. Maybe we'll see Britt Baker. We'll see, depending on her contract. But, folks, thank you so much. And don't forget this Sunday as well. You will also get the Chaotic Chaos debut, of course, on the channel. Make sure you tune in at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, and 6:30 Pacific time. But until the folks already know that we discuss, we derail, and we debate a lot. And of course, derailing is what we do here because it was going. And of course, you know, if you piss off either Pepsi Phil or you piss off Kayla, this is usually what happens. You'll activate them. You don't want to do that. But there's 3 words that we do here on this network and its family. And y'all know it. And y'all the MVPs that say it with us, folks. 3 words. We
make history.
History. Buenas nachos. Good night, everybody. Peace.
Must bid you adieu. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang! Yes! Will over and over. Make over and over. History! Over and over and over and over.